little lesson in shopping. And we are going to be talking to Natasha Lance, who is the outreach director for the co-op. And she's a real special person. She has not only a passion for farming, she's a farmer herself, but now she's taken on the task of being the outreach director here at the co-op, which she's trying to educate children. And you know, have you ever asked yourself, where does my food come from? And I really don't think a lot of us could answer that question. But you know what, if you start coming here, you will know where your food came from, because it's local farmers that are producing it, and they have a passion for it, and they care about what we put in our bodies. And you know, Natasha said, you know, what if you decided to go to the gas station, okay? And one day you're like, well, I think I'm gonna put some diesel fuel in my car. Well, I don't think it would run very well, you know, and fuel in our body is food. So, you know, you have to think about that, you know, what you're putting in your body. So if you want to start to improve your health, you know, this is a good place to start. So we're going to show you how to shop here, which it can be intimidating, but it isn't. It's really fun. So let's go inside. Yay! Hey guys, we're in the co-op now. This awesome, beautiful store in their new location on Washington Street. It's painted all funky colors outside. I'm sure you noticed it. The one thing that is cool when you come in here is enjoy a piece of fresh fruit on us. Well, sometimes you have bananas, sometimes there's carrots. You never know what's going to be there. But when I come in here, I know I was in here Friday and I munched on a carrot the whole while I was shopping, and it was pretty good. So, you know, one thing about the co-op here is you find things that you just don't find other places. Like on my granola bars, I have dates. And look at this. You can buy whole dates. They're just so yummy. Not only in granola bars, but you can wrap them in prosciutto and put them in the oven. So good. So hey guys, this corner of the store right here is all locally grown stuff. And you know, it's May, so our local farmers will be bringing in a lot more things. And when you first walk into the co-op, you're going to see pictures of the local farmers, which is awesome. So you're going to know where your stuff is coming from. You know, I bought some of this the other night and I made kale chips, and oh my god, it was so good. If you've never had a kale chip, you need to do that. They're awesome. So we're here in front of the egg cooler, and this is organic eggs, and I bought some of these Friday, and Dean and I had them for breakfast this morning. And you know, we used to have chickens ourselves, and we don't have them anymore, but it totally reminded me of the eggs that I used to eat when I used to go and grab it from my chicken. You know, that's how fresh they were. And you know, for $3.99, that isn't a bad price. And you know, they sell organic milk here too, and I make my, you know, yogurt out of it, and you can't find anything better. It's just so good. So here we're in the area that they say bulk food, which, you know, you can buy as much as you want. And look at who has just come to join us, Natasha, the outreach director here at the co-op. And you know, she has a few things to say about the bulk food.
Well, the great thing about bulk is that people think, oh goodness, you have to buy a lot of it.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. The great thing about bulk is you can buy as much as you want. So if you're not really sure if you like something or not, you can buy just a tiny bit of it to try. And then you can decide if you want to invest more.
Yeah, and you know, they're sponsoring the granola segment next Tuesday on TV6. And if you guys want to try making that granola, you can come in here like 2 cups of oats, 1 cup of coconut, you know, everything that you need for it. And it won't cost you a fortune. And then if you like the granola bars, the next time take a whole bag. So the one thing you need to do when you are buying bulk food here is they have little tags here. And you know, like look it up here. When you take something out of a bin, there's this number right here. And that's what you write on your little tag, so the girl knows at the checkout what you have. And mine was 22054. So you just put your little tie on here, and that's it. So Natasha, could you tell people why they should buy spices here? You know? Well, I mean,
sure. Well, I think what people don't often realize, and many of us are guilty, you have herbs and spices that have been on your shelf or in your cupboard for a very long time. But here at the co-op, we go through so many herbs and spices because they're fresh and they taste amazing, that it never sits here on the shelf. And you can buy a little bit or you can buy a lot.
Yeah.
And none of these spices or herbs have been irradiated.
And what is that?
Yeah, people don't really know what irradiation is.
I never heard of it.
Really, it's to kill any pathogens or bacteria.
Okay.
But this particular company, it's called Frontier, they're also a co-op.
Oh,
and the great
cool.
thing is they have a really robust testing program for any kind of contaminants. So along the way, they're testing all these herbs and spices. So when they come to us, we have that guarantee that there has been quality control.
Nice. And you know, some of the spices we buy, like the cheap spices, are not even real.
No, they're cut with other things.
God.
And so when you go to smell them, they don't smell
it's
like
crazy.
the actual thing.
Yeah.
So, for example,
Yeah.
this is cardamom. A
Oh,
lot of people
okay.
bake cardamom bread.
Yes.
Smell this.
My
It is
husband's aunt does.
absolutely amazing.
Oh my God.
And you smell that and you just think this is lovely.
It's so good. Coming here, you know, at the co-op is more than a shopping experience. It's educational. And the more we find out about what is going into our bodies and where our food is coming from, this place is where you need to come. And you know, I'm really passionate about food and cooking, but as I go along on this journey, I am just becoming more passionate about even younger people. You know, if I could have started this when I was in my 20s, and I'm not just talking about food, I'm talking about making your own deodorant, making your own soap, which I've been doing for the last couple of years. You know, deodorant is the worst thing you can put on yourself because it's full of chemicals. The one I make, you could eat it. I don't recommend it, but you know, you could. Hello. So as you're walking through the co-op, look at, they have these little booklets that, you know, when you do buy a couple cups of this, that, or the other thing, it tells you like the amount of water that you would put with your rice or with your oats. So, you know, it's just really nice. You could keep that in your kitchen. We're here in the meat department at the co-op, and I'm here with John, and he is the meat god, okay? That's what I'm calling him. And he was telling me that they make their own sausages here, and I didn't even know that. So what's your inspiration for what kind of sausage you make? I mean, do you just go crazy and make different kinds, or?
Yeah, it's kind of new to all the new things here too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just see it and put it into a sausage and see how it goes.
See how it tastes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have probably over like 50 different kinds of, you know, chicken, turkey, and like pork sausages.
And way more healthier than, no, like you said, no GMOs.
Yeah, no GMOs.
Local.
Local.
Meat
no
when
hormones,
available.
Antibiotics.
Yeah.
Natural fed, pasture raised, so you know, animals
Yeah.
are free pastured.
So again, we're talking about what we're putting in our body, right?
Yeah.
And you know, the healthier the better, because you are what you eat, right? So, and he just said these ribs here are from a farm downstate. Yeah, and I actually had a pork roast from that same place, and it was absolutely delicious. Oh, it was so good. So, well, thanks. Yeah. So one good thing about shopping here is you can get local meat, but you know, as Natasha was just telling me, it's not that easy, is it?
Right, so the issue with local meat has to do with processing. And so if you look behind me here, in the case right now, I have Ginton Farms meat, and that is certified organic. Then we also have Superior Angus meat here as well, and that's naturally raised. And then we also carry meat from Seeds and Spores Family Farm, and that is naturally raised as well. But one of the issues here in the UP is processing. There's a lack of processing. There is one certified USDA facility in the Upper Peninsula.
Oh my
and
gosh.
so in order to sell through a retail outlet like the Marquette Food Co-op, it needs to come from a USDA inspected facility. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of meat being raised and poultry, but it has to funnel right through there.
Okay. So you know, if you're in here and you're a little hungry and you don't feel like cooking, well, just come on over here, order a sandwich, and they'll put it on their fresh baked buns, which I just bought. We had kudugis on them, and my husband's like, this is the best bun I ever ate. But you know, you can also do a grab and go. And
so if you're here on the run and you need something quickly, we do have a lot of fresh salads to go. We also have hummus and vegetables for dipping.
Yum.
And we even have peanut butter and jelly for the kids.
nice. That's awesome.
Okay, well the great thing about the deli is you can try before you buy. So you just
Yeah.
ask for a taste of something, and then you'll know if you like it or not.
And I said I never had tofu, and she's like,
What?
Don't it? You know, so here I go. I'm gonna try it. First time ever.
Red curry tofu. It's a little spicy.
Yum. It has such a texture, eh?
The great thing about tofu is it takes on the flavor of whatever you cook it with.
That's very good. Oh, I'm a new fan. Hello.
Great.
I'm gonna be buying tofu. I'm coming up with a recipe. So we're down here in the co-op classroom, and you know, you can become a member of the co-op. You can take cooking classes. And what is that all about? I mean, I don't know too much about it.
Sure. Well, I think one thing that people kind of misunderstand is that we are a community-owned grocery store.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to be a member owner to shop here. And some folks think, oh, you have to be a member owner.
I gotta go there.
Yeah, but you don't. We are open to the public. However, if you want to invest and become an owner member of the co-op, it's $150.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's $150 every single year. It means for $150, you buy an equity share of the Marquette Food Co-op.
Oh,
you become part owner.
Cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
And so with that $150 comes a variety of benefits. For most people, they just like the fact that they're part of some business
Some
locally
good thing going on, you know?
that supports cooking classes and local farmers and all of the good things that the co-op does in the community. But at the same time, you get half off of the cooking classes.
Oh.
The educational classes are free to co-op owners. And also there are special sales in the store every single month that are for co-op owners only. But probably what people are wanting to know is how much money am I going to save if I become an owner?
Yeah.
Well, we also do profit sharing.
Okay.
So at the end of the year, the board of directors makes a decision, you know, how much do we have to give back to our owner members?
Okay.
And so there is profit sharing as well. So for $150, which actually is probably the best investment you could make in a local business.
I'm gonna become an owner.
And you can
Definitely.
and you can get it back
Yeah.
should you leave the area. Because people, they say, oh, well, maybe I do want to become an owner, but now I'm leaving the area to retire or to go to school, and they take their $150 back, and then they go join a co-op in another community.
Well, this Youper's not going anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I am going to. So if you don't think that you're going to have fun shopping at the co-op, improve your health by what you're putting in your body, well, what do we got to say? Doubt it!